Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, we were doing some stuff. How's this P doing? Down 3, air it up 1. I should be working now. Last time we were trying our hardest to actually get some progress done with witchery, specifically in the spirit world. However, yeah, the spirit world is terrible. Are you gonna work now? Cool, you seem to be working. Good. Yeah, the spirit world is terrible because it's an ocean. We are technically in a deep ocean right now. There's some islands around, and in order to get what we want, we need to find islands. We need to find very specific things on islands, and yeah, it's just nasty. So, yeah, we're going to step away from the spirit world for the most part today. There is one thing, though. I was mistaken on what the cheaty way to get things into the spirit world is. It is not with the knapsack and dying, although I think that used to work. I think that was patched, or like fixed. But there is another way, and that is through the traveler's belt. However, that's going to be a little bit harder to get, because we need hardened leather. But that's also not that bad. So I have a candleberry right here, and we're going to make a candleberry seed. And we're going to break the wheat, because I don't need the wheat right now. And we'll plant the candleberry, and just get bone meal, and just get a bunch of candleberries. We need 24 in total. And we're going to be making the traveler's belt. So how many do we have? 20. So that should be like 23. Cool. There we go. You know what? I want to go ahead and grow that so that we can get another icy needle. Perfect. We actually have 24 candleberries, so we'll put one in here. And we need our pot, which is unfortunately down here. And yeah, basically what we're going to be doing is... Why is this using so much power? This isn't on. What is draining the power? Not sure, actually. We don't have any onions, and that's what we're waiting on, unfortunately. So, we'll figure it out. Anyways, we need to use the pot. That's why we went down there. There is the guy. He should be in here. He is. We'll take that out for just a moment. Won't matter too much. I do not have a crafting bench down here, do I? So we go back upstairs, and basically we just have to do this, and the pot will give us wax. So what the wax will be used for is to make hardened leather. Now, hardened leather isn't something that you typically have to use all that much. It's not a very, like, common ingredient with anything. So, just getting a little bit, getting what we need is all we need to do. But it's just that with leather. And it gives you the hardened leather. Now, in order to make the traveler's belt, we're also going to need some aluminum, I do believe. 2 aluminum. And some reinforced chests. So... let's get the 2 aluminum, and then we need the reinforced strongbox. Excuse me. So we're gonna need Invar, 10, and a chest. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Invar. Pretty easy at this point. And you know what? We should be sleeping, so that we can try to get as much power to the one thing as we can. Making the U matter, the mass fabricator. There we go. So we're gonna need a little bit of 7, 8 wood. Get the chest, Invar, and 10. Will get us the hardened strongbox, and then we just need to make this one tier higher. So that is obsidian and lead. I believe we're going to need 2 obsidian, I think. Let's see. It gives us 4 and then 4 and... Oh my gosh, there's so many things. 4 and 1. Okay, so we need 2 pieces of obsidian and 2 pieces of lead. I don't think we can do this directly with the thermal, the induction furnace. No. So we are going to have to pulverize this guy. But we also need to cook up the aluminum, so not a problem. And there's that. And there's the hardened glass that we needed. And we'll be able to make the tool belt. So the traveler's belt. This will allow us to get... This will basically give us an extra hotbar. I think... Nope, not there. It's here. So whenever I hit B, it switches the hotbar. Now, I need to go in and change... let's see, more options. No. Controls. B, Bobble's inventory. I don't actually need that, so let's get rid of that. And now, if I hit B, it'll just swap the hotbar. And we could put our ender chest there, for example. And now we have an ender chest hidden away. Just to kind of demonstrate and get things a little bit how I want them, let's put all this stuff away and take our armor off and our... I don't really care about the ring of protection. If we lose that, we lose it. But we have everything off. I made some more brews of sleeping. And what we can do is, I'm going to say right here is good enough. We'll go have a nightmare, probably. Yep, nightmare. And we'll swim to the closest island. And if I just hit B, there's our ender chest. So now we have an ender chest in the spirit world, and all we have to do is actually get access to the things we need. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, we're just going to place this guy right down here. And I just want to see... There's no wispy cotton anywhere to be found, which is such a pain. So let's just swim a little bit. We'll go over to there. I have some mystical gray flowers. I don't need these. I don't know if this will... Like, I've been trying to find any amount of wispy cotton as we can, and I can't. But if we find, I think we need a total of like, not 20, I think we need 16. We need a good bit of it regardless. And if we can get it, then we can make, basically we can allow this to be a good dream, per se. So that's the goal. Now I know I've done this. We did this a lot last episode, and I don't want to do this all the episode. I'll probably end up doing a lot of this off camera, just because it is kind of a pain. We don't have enough wood to do the thing to make boats, but I can basically kind of cheat. Now that we have an ender chest place, we can just use that to bring whatever items we want. Whether that's like, I don't know that bone meal would work. Maybe bone meal would be useful. But whether we bring in like, boats, or we bring in things like, the other thing that does the thing, the jetpacks. We could bring in jetpacks, no problem. So a bunch of flowers here, but I don't see any wispy cotton. I've yet to see any wispy cotton, which is not a good thing. It is relatively rare, but it's not that rare. More than anything, the problem comes from the fact that we are in... There's a compressed zombie. We are in an ocean biome. There you are. And with the nightmare always like constantly following us, it's just badness. So yeah, I just need to find the thing, the wispy cotton, and then once we do, this will be a lot easier to deal with. Alright, we are starving. And I'm not going to give these guys the satisfaction. I don't see any more islands this way, so we'll wake up with a stab with an icy needle. So that is the thing that we needed to do. So we now have in the spirit world, we have a thing that does the thing. The inner chest. Why am I struggling with words today? So that is the big thing I wanted to do with all of that. So with that aside, taken care of, we can go ahead and take off, not the baubles, the traveler's belt, because I'm not a big fan of it. We'll just stick it in here for right now. And yeah, so we can start working on what I actually want to do today. And of course, it's going to be more magic, because we only have 600 millibuckets of stuff there. We need a lot more. It will take a while before we can start getting into applied logistics. And I just want to see how close are we to get... We could go ahead and make another solar panel, so we could get the next tier. You know what? Let's do that on camera right now. That's not too bad, and that shouldn't take too long. So we don't need the brew of sleeping anymore. Solar, let's see, leadstone. Solar. So we're gonna need a bunch of glass, bunch of iron. I think it's just a stack of iron for the things. 1, 2, 3. And then a bunch of glass panes. And we'll do something like, see, one. That should be enough, right? Hopefully. We'll see. So this will make the photovoltaic cells. We need one more stack of glass panes. So that's not too bad. We were pretty close on that one. 2, 3, and 4. So there is all of these, which is probably one of the worst things to get to make. And we can put the glass away. We don't need that anymore. Alright, so we're going to need a stack of steel, which I don't actually know if we have. We have 20 in there. We have 2. So we're going to need a stack of steel cooked up. I really should just bring power over here, but how are these guys doing on energy? Not good at all. So let's just do this, and we have some more redstone conduits. I hope we do. Or redstone flux ducts. We have leadstone. You know what? That'll work. We don't need that much power. And just temporarily, for the time being, we'll just run it along like so. And that'll power all these guys so that we can actually do stuff. So once we get the stack of steel, we'll deal with that. And let's see. I have all these energy cells and not really much to do with them. So, you know, let's just stick them in here for right now. Put those in there. I will make more redstone flux ducts later. But for now, and then wire it kind of nicely. So we're going to need 2 stacks of redstone and then stack of iron with a good bit of, so it's like a stack plus like 4 or something, plus a whole bunch of that. 2 stacks of redstone. Most of this is pretty easy. So 1 stack of those. And like a few more. We're gonna need, let's see, a stack of those, stack of all of this, 2 stacks of redstone, and then that'll make 64, which we'll need 8, so we'll need 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're gonna need some Invar, because in order to make the next tier we need Invar nuggets. So let's see, 18. I don't know how many we're gonna need off the top of my head, so let's just try to get as much as we can. And something we're gonna go ahead and go do real quick is remove these guys. And yeah, we'll be able to increase our power a little bit, but we have 7, so we're also going to need some electrum. I believe just 4 electrum. And then the next tier, which is resonance, so we need 4 enderium. So we're probably going to need more of a lot of the stuff, but that's fine. We'll get it. So we're at half a stack. You know what? Let's take some of this as well, and we'll take it over to the other machine and just get more steel a little bit more quickly. So while we're doing this and waiting on this, one of the next things that we're going to be working on is getting the portal to Alfheim. So Alfheim is going to require quite a bit of Terra Steel and some other things, but nothing too drastic. We are going to need to get some more blood so we can get some more stuff from that, but that shouldn't be too bad. So we'll take this guy out, and we need some slates. So what do we have in here right now? Blank slates. And we're going to need 2 of these slates. So put that in there. And I need to do... don't I have a... Yeah, I do have a guy on there. So we're just going to need a bunch of blood. So we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. So we're gonna need an item filter. We'll just put a piece of cobblestone because that'll work, and we just stick that in there. Cool. So oh, I've also discovered that if you don't want to have this extra space, if you put your rationing pipe in here, it makes the pipe on the transfer node, whatever this pipe is, just by putting it in this slot. So that is something to note. Can we make more? We can, if we had more diamonds. Alright, so we should have enough steel by now, hopefully. And it looks like this guy is not done. I forgot it takes 4, doesn't it? It takes more than what you think. So 51, we're so close. Put the rest of that in there. So we'll go ahead and just start cooking up more. And yeah, we have 52. That's not going to be enough. Actually, that's way too much, I realize, because we only needed a third of that. So there is there's a lot of stuff. So let's just do one of these numbers. Get as much steel as we can. And I'll put the rest of the steel nuggets in here as well. So we have some more steel. Then we need to do one of these. So we need 8 of those guys. We need more iron, which is not a problem. We have so much supplies. So we need 5 for this. There's 8. And I believe we need to make those the next tier, don't we? Yes. So we need a little bit more Invar. Not a problem. And we just do something like that. And then we can go ahead and turn these into the hardened. And then in order to get, we're going to need 2 more. So 1 thing of lead. We're going to need 1 more ingot of Invar. There is 1 redstone, aka the electrum level. We're going to need 1 more. So let's put most of this stuff away. And let's go ahead and make the next tier. So we have another redstone level. And then resonant. So our first resonant solar panel. So this guy produces a lot more power. And we got an achievement, power overload. So, yeah, that'll help. That will help considerably to get more UU matter and all that fun stuff. So, now that that's done, we have mobs spawning in our little thing over there, which is great. Let's clean up our inventory just a little bit, and we'll get started working towards the portal to Alfheim. Now, I don't know that we're going to get this actually like up and running today, but we can try. So, first thing we're going to need, some more runes, which is why I did the whole thing that I did. Let's get the Dagger of Sacrifice, and we'll do that, and kill all these guys. I'm going to get my wand out as well, so we get all that great V. So there is the first tier, and then it'll go into reinforced, and then after that I think is the one we need, demonic. But I haven't actually set that up, have I? Oh no. That should be okay though, because we're trying to make the Elven Gateway core, and part of this is we need the Primal Charm, which needs demonics, like that needs tier 4. So we can get to tier 3. Let's go ahead and get tier 3. And then I don't think it will do any more. So we'll basically grab this, take the filter, and teach it tier 3. Now let's go ahead and get another tier 3. And yeah, I really would have liked to have the arcane, the conjuration catalyst, so that we could duplicate the arcane stone blocks. But since we don't, we're gonna have to wait. Now we need more runes. That's the trick, and that's the thing I didn't actually think about. So we're not going to be able to do this all today. We'll just get most of it done, because we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 28 more runes, another half a stack basically. Yeah, that's a lot of blood, and a lot of prep work that I'm going to have to do off camera, because you guys don't really want to see all of that. So let's go ahead and take that out. Now, is there not? Because this is only a tier 3. Yes, we need to up this to tier 4. Now, one of the things we need for that is bloodstone. Large bloodstone bricks. So we need 4 ritual stones and a weak blood shard. I think I can handle that. And I think we need the next tier of orb. And there it goes. So more blood shards. We can get plenty of those. You can duplicate them. So there is the large bloodstone bricks, and they go on top of the structure we'll make here. So I will work on that between episodes, and then next time we'll be able to get the primal charm to get the last part that we need. So until then, I'm going to put this guy away, and we'll get the rest of the stuff. So we are going to have to do some witchery things, which means we're probably going to need to work on the altar a little bit. I am not prepared for today. So yeah, we're going to need Enderdew, which we should already have. I think I went ahead and made a little bit of that last time. Yes. So we have the Enderdew. We're going to need Soul of the World, which is an infusion, or rather it's a kettle recipe. It's used for infusions, but it takes a lot of different things that aren't actually that bad to do. So first thing we need to make is redstone soup. So let's get some redstone soup. This stuff is usually pretty annoying to make. Needs tongue of dog, which I don't think we have. Belladonna flowers. Okay, we have that. Mandrake, wool of bat, drop of luck. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Drop of luck requires a lot of altar power, so yeah, that's gonna be an issue. What we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to set up a bit of a farm of sorts. I hate it when I do that. I hit the wrong button. I hit my recording button instead of the jetpack button. But as I was saying, we need to do something over here, a farm of sorts for altar power. Because we're going to need quite a bit of altar power in order to do anything with this. So what I'm going to just kind of start doing is making a bit of design. Let's see, what all can we do? I don't remember everything that gives you altar power. It's mostly natural stuff. So Ember moss, I would like to grow more of that. Let's get some dirt, because I know dirt is a thing we can use. So just get a little bit of dirt. I want to hit F7. I want to make sure everything looks well lit. I'll put some ember moss there. So how is that? 2,000. Pumpkins and melons are another thing that we can use. So don't I have some pumpkins? I do. We'll get some pumpkin seeds, and because of the way pumpkins grow, let's break this guy. Put these in here. We'll get crop sticks and pumpkin seeds. That way, they grow in one block rather than two, and we can get some pumpkins. So we can do something similar for melons if we have melons or access to melons. But these are really good. We can go ahead and do like a little bit 3x3 of those. We can use standard woods and leaves as well. So let's get a stack of stuff. We'll do something like this. And I don't know what we're gonna like do all that much with this, but We can certainly make things look kind of nice. So we'll put some torches up here. And I don't know, leave storage? I don't know what this is supposed to be, but that will boost our power even more. 2460. So yeah, we just need to get a lot of stuff. And there's certain things that give you more, and there's certain things that don't. We could also do some stuff underneath here, I think. That might actually look better if we just make a lot of the stuff underneath. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a lot of that off camera, I think, just because I have to look up what all we're going to be doing and all that kind of fun stuff. So the rest of this stuff isn't that bad to get. We do need to get tongue of dog and wool of bat. Those are not going to be fun. So if we want the tongue of dog, we're going to need to go to the nether, I think, and have a nice big platform there. So let's set that up. We can do that pretty easily, I think. I hope. So yeah, like I said, I will kind of spend some time getting more blood, getting runes and all that kind of fun stuff, getting a whole bunch of stuff that you guys have seen before, and it's just a matter of doing. Let's grab a bunch of cobblestone. And we're going to build just a big platform. Try to get a bunch of guys to spawn. Specifically what we're going to be looking for is hellhounds. Oh yeah, I put it in here. We have our flint and steel in here now. So we'll do this and hope for the best. And you know what? We'll get some gates or something. Because I don't care if pigmen spawn and come into this side. We'll just get gates and stuff so that they can't walk around all that much. Our jetpack is at 47%, so that's good enough. And yeah, that's fine. Just come out here. I need to get more skulls put down. I have a lot of work to do on this map. That is just kind of annoying. You know what? Let's make this easier on ourselves. I have some gas tiers. I should have plenty of ender pearls. And let's go ahead and lock that. And we're going to make some more safari nets. And we're going to try to get 2 guys. We're going to try to get a bat. And then a hellhound, which is our current objective. We'll get the bat later. Bats aren't as bad to get to spawn, but they're a little bit nasty. Anyways, here is the nether. And what we can do is just kind of build out like so. And what I'll do is just one of these. So we'll do this. My jetpack just went silent. How many did we go out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just go this way for a bit. Nice big open area. Now this will also spawn gas, but that's fine. And then what we can do is just back off. And because there's basically nothing here, we back off enough, things should spawn. There's some pigmen. Let's make this area a little bit bigger. How much? We have plenty. So, a fiery pigman. We'll attack him. I was hoping that he would have survived, but he didn't. He fell off the side. We don't really need either of these things, so just get rid of them. And once again, back off. There's a bunch of pigmen. They're not still mad at me, are they? No, all the ones that were mad died, so they don't care anymore. Hey, there's the hellhounds. That is what I was looking for. And wisps. That's something else that would be good to have, I think. That is a bat, but I don't want those bats. I want just normal bats. So we have the hellhounds. We can go ahead and close that off and head back home. So I'm going to leave the nether portal open now. It's going to be a little bit annoying, but oh well. So now we can start spawning in hellhounds. And we'll spawn in a few, kill them, and hopefully get a couple of tongues of dogs. And that should not cause too many problems. There's one. And there's two. Cool. It's pretty common. It's not like super uncommon to get the tongue of dogs, so we'll just take those with us. And throw that in there. Oh, that will not go in there. So, yeah, how's our altar power? 2460. Yeah, we'll need to get a lot more altar power, and I'll see kind of what all we can use. But we have the tongue of dog now. So now for the other fun part. The guide actually gives you a hint on this. Mob farms. Bats will spawn under Y level 64. So that's what we need to do. We need to, you know, I'm just gonna Y level 64. So basically anywhere we could just make a dark room and we'll have bats. You know, honestly, this might even have some bats. No? Alright, so we just need to make a dark room that's low enough to spawn bats. And that's going to be one of these types of things where I want to make it relatively small in terms of like height. I don't remember if bats can spawn in one tall spaces. That is a good question. So we'll just make it 2 tall. And I can take that off. No. Don't do that. I need spaces in here. So we're not going to have much option for mobs, but this should give us a chance at least of getting some bats. We'll just get away. Fly over here. Yeah, because this is... Oh, this would spawn bats. Alright, so... if we turn the grinder off... I don't even need that room. Alright, let's see if we got a bat anyways. So break that. We have a skeleton. A bunch of skeletons. But not really anything worthwhile. We'll just spleef them and call it a day. So for the time being, I'm just going to put some torches. I will clean this up later. So, whoa. No textures when we're in a block. We just need to turn our grinder off. So that will just require us to get a lever and power a block near it. But that might be a problem. Nope, that is not close enough. Let's see. Can't put it on there. We can go down below, I guess. And no. Another flying through the thing. How do I want to do this? We could break this for right now. And just put it here. And then idle. Cool. So, what we need to do is just get away. Wait for some bats to spawn. And then get the bats. And then once we have both of those, we should be good to go. You know what? We should sleep. We should be good to go and get the wool of the bats, and then nothing. Alright, let's get away and try this again. So, it's just one of those things. We need to get a bunch of things. And I panicked as I turned my jetpack off that I hit the wrong button again. Do I see any bats? Alright, something that's going to make this easier. Actually turning this guy off. And going ahead and killing all these guys. But we need to do that, and I don't like it when you do that. Don't sizzle at me. Alright, so just get a bunch of blood, and yeah, hopefully we can get a bat with this turned on. There's plenty of blood there, so it'll drain it relatively quickly, especially against the tier 3. We're only going to want one tier 3. So let's do that. And we'll just go ahead and kill the rest of these guys. I don't really care too much. Awesome. So, do we have any bats? We do. Alright, so now the fun part. We've got to kill the creepers. And capture the bat. Alright. There we go. We captured a bat. Didn't get anything from it, but that's pretty much all we needed to do. And now we can do the fun thing of now we can auto spawn bats. So we'll break this guy. Put the dense item duct back. And see, creeper heads go in there, those go in there, zombie heads, brains go in there. And we can just come over here to our auto spawner. Put bats, turn it on, and we'll get bats. All we have to do is get a little bit of wool of bat. Now this is, there we go, not too bad to do. There are ways to make it easier to get, but I feel so bad killing the bats. But that's pretty much it. So those two ingredients are taken care of, no problem. Now all we have to do is deal with the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to tell you guys what. I am going to spend some time. I'm going to probably move this stuff downstairs because I think this will still reach it. A good way to kind of test that is if we take, let's take the pumpkins. And we're just going to fly down here for a second. And right in this area, we're going to just do the 3 pumpkins. Actually, let's take 2 of them up. I think it's 80 each. So we're at 2470. And now we have 2510. So they added more. I think they give like Yeah, I don't know how much they gave. They gave more down there. So what we'll do is we'll have a little bit of an area down there for all the stuff with the altar, and I will get that set up between episodes. I will get our blood altar, powered up to the next level, and I think we're pretty much good on everything else. So we get these guys from powered up blood altar. This guy, the only thing we needed was we need to drop a luck, so we need to get the altar power up for that. Most of this isn't that bad to do though, otherwise. And then all this stuff is easy enough. Yeah, we can do it all. We have the Enderdew and the Terra Steel, so we should be able to go ahead and, for the most part, I think we're going to need a little bit more Terra Steel, so I will also get that taken care of. But we should be good to get all of that stuff and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Update on this guy, we have 735, so we've gotten like 200 millibuckets in the course of this episode, so not too bad. But anyways, I've got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna get to work, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.